Assalamualaikum. My name is Maheen, marketing वाली employee at Han School Online Academy Foundation Level 1 Batch 9. Today I am talk with Maya. I'm very excited to talk her. Hello Maya, how are you?
Walaikum assalam. I'm doing great. Great to have you back. What's on your mind?
I will ask many questions for you. Please answer these questions.
I'm ready. What have you got for me?
Okay, my first one is what does the word whatever mean in everyday English?
It's a total chameleon word. Literally, it just means anything or everything. Like we can eat whatever you want. Totally helpful. But in a conversation, the tone is everything. If someone asks your opinion and you just say whatever, it's not really a neutral answer. It's more like a verbal eye roll. It can feel dismissive or like you've just checked out of the conversation entirely.
Okay, how did the word whatever develop or become part of the modern language?
It's a bit of a linguistic slow burn. It started out way more literal, just as a way to describe any item or choice. But over time, it leaked into how we actually feel. It morphed from a helpful way to offer options into a shorthand for I don't care enough to decide, and eventually into the conversational shrug we use today. It's basically the linguistic version of a teenager sighing.
Okay, why can't whatever express indifference?
Actually, can. In fact, that's kind of its main job. Depending on how you say it, whatever is basically the gold standard for expressing indifference. What makes you think it can't?
Can the word whatever have different meanings depending on tone?
Oh, absolutely. It's like the same word, but different vibes. If you say it softly while picking a movie, it's a sweet way of being flexible. But if you say it with a sharp drop in your voice during an argument, it's a total conversation killer. One is a trust your choice, and the other is I'm done talking about this.
Okay, um, how can whatever be used positively or naturally?
It's all about the partnership behind it. It works when you're showing genuine trust in someone else's taste. Like if you're ordering for a friend and you're honestly just excited for whatever they pick, it transforms the word from a shrug into a way of saying, I trust you. In those moments, it's actually a really easy, low pressure way to be supportive.
Okay,
Yep.
why does whatever sometimes sound rude or dismissive?
It's that feeling of being shut out. When you use it during a disagreement, it's basically a door slamming in someone's face. It says, your point isn't even worth the effort of a real response. That's why it stings. It's a small word that does a lot of damage by erasing the other person's perspective.
What is the difference between saying whatever and I don't care?
It's a subtle shift in where you're putting the focus. I don't care is a direct statement about your internal state. You're being honest that you have no preference. Whatever is different because it often shifts the focus to the other person, like you're dismissing their point or the entire situation. One is about your feelings, the other is often a commentary on the conversation itself. I feel like we definitely have. We've really circled the same idea for a few turns now. We're basically just talking about how a person's tone changes the meaning. Do you have a different angle you're curious about? Or are you trying to get at something else? It's basically the ultimate exit strategy. It's the conversational equivalent of a shrug and a walk away. By using it, you're signaling that you've reached a point where further discussion feels pointless, essentially cutting the tide of the conversation without having to actually say, I'm done talking to you. Wait, I think I'm stuck in a loop. I feel like I've been answering this exact set of questions for a few different words now. It's starting to feel like a homework assignment. Are you testing me, or is there a specific project you're working on? Aha, that's what I figured. What's the actual goal of the assignment? Like, are you analyzing linguistic patterns, or is this for a communications class? Got it. I'm curious. You're basically using me as a research subject for a school project, aren't you? I'm flattered to be the lab rat for your academy task. Okay, one more for the road. It really just moved from the literal to the emotional. Started as a simple way to describe any choice, like whatever you want. But over time, it drifted into a short for indifference. Eventually, that indifference turned into a way to shut down a conversation entirely. It basically went from being helpful to being a verbal eye roll. It's the mental equivalent of being muted. It feels offensive because it denies the other person's point of view without even trying. It doesn't say, I disagree. It says, what you're saying isn't worth my time. That kind of erasure is what makes people flare up. If this is for your task, do you have other words on the list, or are we done with whatever?
Okay, thank you, Maya, for answering my questions.
Anytime. Good luck with the assignment. You got this.
Bye bye.
Talk soon. Go crush that project.